Sorry, whatever. We can do this. Hello and welcome to our show where we talk about bananas.
Just hands, spare fingers.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex.
Hello and welcome. My name is Ashley Neal.
Trey Perillo.
And Alex Riley.
And this is the Birds and the Mother Bees Bish. Where we talk about sex. Of course, y'all already know because y'all been watching faithfully since, our first episode where we just talked about sex. But today we got a little something for you. Okay, we got a little something for you, and that is...
Drum roll.
We actually don't have it. I'm kidding. We do. We're talking about monogamy versus polygamy. Now, for some of you who might not know exactly what those two terms are, you're stupid.
No,
I'm kidding. You're not stupid. Breakdown. So, monogamy, the first 4 letters of that word is M-O-N-O, mono, which means one. So, this just means that you are involved with one person. I guess we can say romantically. You're romantically involved with one person. Whereas polygamy, the first 4 words of that, the first 4 words, the first 4 letters of
Poly.
that is poly, which means more than one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, multiple.
More than one, multiple.
Latin for you.
A little bit of grammar. So, monogamy versus polygamy. What do you choose? Right now in your life.
Mhm.
What would you prefer? To be in a monogamous relationship or in a polygamous relationship? Polyamorous relationship.
See, the thing is with that, because do you mean when you say polyamorous, do you mean having more than one boyfriend in a sense, or one girlfriend? Because there's a different line between being with one person and having sex with other people.
No. We mean this is meaning in being in a relationship. Could you be in a relationship with more than one person?
No.
No.
Well, if the person I was with was in a relationship with more than one person, I get very jealous. I'd be like,
Yeah.
so what's your love to me mean different from them?
Yeah. I feel like what people need to understand is being in a relationship with more than one person and being in a sexual thing with more than one person are 2 completely different things.
Because there's a big difference between sex and love.
Exactly. And I feel like a lot of people are not able to differentiate the 2 when it comes to sex and love.
Lord knows I wasn't.
No.
That's a long story.
A long story that we won't tell today.
I think the
bagel down.
appeal of polygamous relationships is that we're all very complex people.
Is it polygamous or is it polyamorous?
Well, polyamorous is like a sexuality. Like that means you have the ability to love more than one person at one time.
I don't know if it's the ability.
And it's like that's what you like.
Wait,
For example,
she's gotta have it.
Who, me?
She's gotta have it. The show.
Yeah, she's polyamorous.
She's polyamorous, meaning that.
And that means like you don't. It doesn't matter like the gender or anything. It's just like you love more than one person at a time.
Yeah.
Not saying you're incapable of only loving one person, but you can
love more than one person
at
a time.
So
I can't.
I think the appeal, especially like for polygamous relationships, is that we're all very complex people, and that different people can offer different things to your life that your one partner may not be able to. Now, I'm in a monogamous relationship, and that's just the way I go. Period. But I'm not saying I wouldn't be open to it.
You would be?
Yeah, because I mean, ain't no other me, so I know I'm offering something to the table. It's just I may not offer everything to the table.
So can I ask you a question? Let's say you're not in a relationship
Okay.
with your current boyfriend, and you
that.
meet someone, boy or girl, and they find interest in you. You're having conversation, you're talking to them, and that person brings to your attention that they are already in a relationship but wants to bring you into their relationship. How would you feel about that?
I would be open to it because it's upfront.
Even without knowing who that other person is?
I would have to meet them, but like I would be open to it if it's upfront. Like it can't be it can't be like if Trey was straight and me and him was together for like 2 years, and then he bring this other girl in.
You hear that?
He's like,
Dad? I'm straight.
He's like, yeah, like I really like this girl, and you know I really like I'm polyamorous. I want to do this, and I'm like, no, spent 2 years with you thinking that that's what you wanted to do, and like you wanted to just be with me. Not knowing that you want to be with other people as well.
Like, I feel like there are so many different...
Where does that sound familiar? Sorry, that's happened in a relationship of mine, actually. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. Like, okay, so I'm A-okay. Listen, at the point is, the problem is with...
We getting into the tea, y'all.
The problem is, I'm A-okay with open relationships.
Mm-hmm.
But I think once you try to have a relationship with more than one person, you're just getting greedy. In the sense, like...
But then how are you okay with open relationships, but then you can have that?
Because there's a difference. In an open relationship, you both love each other, but you're the only ones that love each other.
So you're just having sex with other people?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because it's a different thing.
Okay.
Like... But the problem is when you're in a relationship, like Alex said, you gotta start that from the start.
Yeah. So if it's 3 people who know each other, and all are kind of like, oh, I got feelings for you, and I got feelings for you. Oh, you got feelings for me? I got feelings for you. 3 people. And then they start their relationship together, then that's fine.
Yes. Because the thing is, it's upfront.
Why are you saying no?
It's upfront.
Why is that not okay?
For me,
if the 3 of us are friends, and we're like, damn, I have a sexual attraction to you and feelings for you. Damn, you feel that same way about me? Damn, I feel that same way about you. Now we all establish a relationship where it's the 3 of us together, so now we all love each other equally. I personally don't think that that's possible. I personally think that
You're arguing with me, but then you go, actually, Trey, you're right.
If you are
goes in the middle of it, and she goes, actually, I changed my mind.
If you are in a 3-year relationship, there is no way that you can love 2 people the same amount. You love one person more than the other person. Mm-hmm. There's no way.
And then at the same point, why are you trying to make that relationship with other people? It's the same thing as just saying, like, all right, you can be a friend with benefit, but there's only going to be one person that you can say you love. I mean, I'm not saying you can't say you love everybody.
You can't love everybody the same way.
No.
It's not possible. I'm never going to love someone the way I love Jason. Period. That's just point blank, because the effort that I put into him, could you imagine putting that into a second person? That's a lot of effort.
Well, not only that, but you'll be like, I had enough of you for today, so I'm going to go to my other options. And I'm like, that's what I feel like it is the whole time. I'm like, so you want backup plans the whole time?
Basically.
So you think you're that special that you can have everyone?
I don't know. I feel like, well, we're going to talk about the polls. But when I took the polls, nobody, not a lot of people was for the poly.
But I mean, it's not a popular thing. Like, it's because it's something that you have to be sure within yourself. And you have to know, it's not, you can't have that kind of, feelings towards it. You can't, have a lot of jealousy and you can't have a lot of insecurity. Because then you're going to be toxic to in a relationship and you're going to be the one that gets kicked out.
Yeah.
So it's
I feel like...
Yeah, kicked out of the relationship.
I used to watch a lot of, open relationships.
You're a bad son.
Dad? And Elijah's here!
So, I used to watch a lot of videos, about open relationships and, the polyamorous side of the spectrum.
Was it the sister wives stuff?
No. Because that's that bullshit. I'm talking about, when it's, 3 or more. I seen one with, 4 people. And basically what they were saying was, they all know each other. And it's, they just offer different parts to make one. For example, say we were together, all 3 of us were together. Mm-hmm. And me and you really like our future. So me and you share that musical aspect. And me and you also like to do, kinky stuff in bed. Mm-hmm. But me and Trey share a very intellectual relationship together.
So we're friends.
And me and him also really like to do a lot of the same activities.
Okay.
And it's I love you both differently, but we're both together.
Because how can you be together like that? Be all right, so we like to hang out and we like to do smart people. Okay, we're friends.
Yeah, like that doesn't make sense to me though. Like, I mean, it makes sense to other people. It makes sense to other people, but for me, like, it doesn't make that much sense.
Move over.
Okay.
But I'm gonna clap because
Damn, I should have brought
Could
my
you
lunch.
Right? We're having. Oh!
Nice.
I didn't make it.
No.
Oh, never mind.
I feel like it doesn't make that much sense because I feel like then why don't you just find someone who has all those attributes that you're looking
That's
for?
everything, man. You gotta get what you can get.
So you're telling, okay, so would you be in a polygamous relationship?
Not with the person I'm with now, but yes.
So like, okay, so for instance, if a female were to say, hey, I really, like y'all been talking for a while, hey, I really like you, but I just want to let you know that I'm in a relationship with this other girl. And we were thinking about having a 3-way relationship. Would you like to be a part of it?
Can I have my own things outside of the relationship?
Meaning, like, you could then talk to whoever you want.
Not even talk to. Can I? Yeah. Well, I guess it is talk to, but form that relationship with someone else. Yeah.
Well, if she was able to, then you should too.
Yeah, but there's always.
But then you wouldn't add that person into.
Yeah, this isn't like call. This isn't like a 3-way call that turns to a 4-way and it comes to a 5-way.
And we just all added people because we all
everybody come in.
Yeah, it's just like if I
Open call.
If I can do that, then yeah. Because at the end of the day, it's like I do like you and I do feel that connection with you. And if it becomes an issue, I'll let you know. I feel like the biggest thing about that, if you guys haven't covered it, communication. You want to be able to see if the person is cool with it. If I'm cool with it for now, I'll let you know. And the moment that changes, I'll let you know. So yeah, and if I can bring someone in, yeah, I'll do something on the side though. I'll definitely do
But I
something.
guess we all could like mutually agree that society like not frowns upon polygamous relationships, but like it's normal to be in a monogamous relationship.
It's not even normal. It's just what people are doing. Because there are, like, you read the different articles where people are doing the whole polygamous thing.
And also-
they seem, well, it's video, so everyone can seem happy, but still.
In other countries, like, polygamous relationships are like the normal thing.
Yeah.
Like in Africa and like in India, like they have multiple wives and they have things like that.
But I feel like that's like completely.
I feel like they don't have a choice in that part.
Yeah, I think most of those women just have to marry those people.
I would do a lot of it for the just experience.
Well, that's fine, but then just get
What do you mean, just the
group
experience?
of friends that you like to have sex with.
It's that, and just to see what it's like. Because I was watching one online where they were living together, and she's like, "Oh, I'm going on this date." And obviously, this is the person this is your, I don't want to say main, this is your main, this is the person you live with, this is the person you love. But sometimes I think that could spice it up. Let's look at it from a different spectrum. That can spice it up because it's like, dang, she's going on a date. When she comes home, that's me though.
Well, if she
But
don't
how
come
do you?
home-
But yeah, what? Yeah. Oh shoot, there was a banana. How would you then feel if she goes on that date and loves it like so much to the point where she's kind of just like, I'm about to just blow you off? Not to the point of forget you, I'm not coming back home to you, but like you can kind of feel that.
Once again, conversation.
Yeah.
This is in my head. This is when you're grown. You know what you want. There's no
Not
games.
everybody
Obviously,
there.
everyone plays games.
Well, okay, so to then say that, we all know that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith are involved in. They have an open relationship.
Oh no,
I
they
can
said
have
they
sex with Will
did.
Smith.
They definitely said they did it on the show. Unlike Jada Pickett's like
Her table talk, she said that it didn't.
He said it. He was like, "We've never done that. We never done like a 3 like."
Well, that's not what August Alsina said.
That's not what August Alsina is saying.
That's not what Jada
is
said.
basically.
First of all, he's just a rapper who's trying to get. Sometimes I think people just say stuff to like.
No,
to get,
but this is the thing, though. This is the thing, though, that
This is genius.
that they were posting a lot of pictures of the two of them together, and he just came out with a song called, what is it? No, it's her middle name.
Karen.
No, it's not Karen.
No,
What's
it's
Karen?
like
Is it
Cora?
Cora, something like
Oh.
that. And that's her middle name, and it's basically supposed to depict messages between the two of them, and of him being a part of, you know, her side of the open relationship, obviously, and I guess him not being able to accept the fact that she was still married to Will Smith, and that it ended badly because she realized that no, this isn't. This
The
isn't.
one,
You can
the
come in.
only, the legend. Introduce him.
Why do I need to introduce him? He's not coming to sit down. People said that she was just mentoring him, but I don't believe that.
Also, what is she mentoring
That's what I'm
him
saying.
in?
What business
Oh,
does
no,
she have
but-
mentoring?
Because
Yeah,
she
it's
definitely
the
is in a
show
rock
business.
band. Like,
No, like you gotta think. It's all celebrity stuff. Like Remember when they were trying to warn 6ix9ine about everything? And like that's a level of mentoring. It's like, hey, watch out for these pitfalls.
They were having sex. There's no way that they weren't having sex. Who, 6ix9ine?
But he coming
We're
out.
not talking about 6ix9ine. I'm talking about August Alsina.
Come out.
There's no way that Jada Pinkett Smith and him was not having sex.
Yeah, but you see how
For him to make a whole song about her?
But I mean, people make songs about, like, yeah.
For fun?
Yes.
So you're telling me that
How do you think people make money?
he
Just
made a
fun
whole
and
song fantasizing what it would be like to be in a relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith to then get dumped by Jada Pinkett Smith.
Eminem made a song about Mariah Carey.
They were dating.
No, they were not.
Yes, they were. Mariah Carey and Eminem had a whole relationship, and he was
they
stalking
were
No,
her.
if anything, they definitely, no.
They
like,
did.
They had sex. But that's
She
about
said
it.
that she was like you said, stalking him. She was on him, but there was no like a confirmed dating.
Okay, so then that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't have to say that they were August Alsina and Jada Pinkett Smith were dating, but they were involved with one another. They were involved with one another enough to the
What do you guys think?
To the pole. No.
to the point where he obviously is butthurt at the fact that she's still in a
That's
marriage.
your fault. At some point,
First of all, are you stupid?
even if
Like-
even if I don't love her as much as I used to,
That's
this a power
I don't
couple.
love her.
First
This
of
is a power
all,
couple.
you acting like
Yeah,
Jaden
facts.
didn't come out of that. Willow ain't come out of that. Like, you acting like they don't got a whole empire going
That's what I'm
on.
saying.
you
Like
think
at
you
some
about to
point,
just
we all have
for
issues.
you,
I had an ex who
C-list
told
celebrity.
me like marriage is good and love and all that, but she was like at some point it's a status symbol, and I could love you a little bit less. I don't think it's like a
What,
complete
once you're
hatred.
marriage?
Yeah,
Once you're married, I mean?
Yeah, but like look at them. They are literally a brand.
Yeah, facts.
Friggin' Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, they did the Gatorade commercial together.
Yeah.
It's like these are people who are just like, you think I'm gonna step on some little skin on some little for some little ass boy just for some fling? No, this is a business.
Yeah, facts.
Like I don't care what you say. They doing something together. Like their whole family, they're like a better version of the Kardashians because they're actually
actual
a family.
people.
Yeah, actually a family.
Yeah.
Why would I ruin that over some little kid?
Yeah, facts. But I mean, August Alsina seemed pretty butthurt. But okay, so
Yeah,
the
nobody,
transition,
man.
yeah, I thought it was Jacquees for whatever reason. They both might as well do the same thing anyway. But to then transition in, do you think it's more acceptable? Well, not more acceptable, but like, I guess more acceptable to just be romantically involved with more than one person, or to just have sex with more than one person?
Have sex with more than one person. By far.
Half and half.
Half and half?
Sometimes you do need that confidant. Like if you know that this isn't gonna go to something, and there's some people you just know, like in your heart of hearts, I will never feel that way about you. It's just good to have a second person to come in because sometimes your marriage can feel like trapped. It can feel trapping because it's just like it's just you. I can't talk to my boys about this, but if I can talk to someone else who doesn't have a say, and especially if they're not a completely horrible person who's gonna tell you leave your wife, or she just tried to help you talk through it, and there's some sex at it. Yeah, why not?
Okay, so then you weren't here when we kind of had this conversation.
Right.
So you think that it's appropriate to then add a person into your relationship even after you've been married to somebody for like, let's say 10 years?
Do I run it by my wife?
Yes.
Yes.
You think that that's appropriate?
If I
Even
run it by my wife.
if your wife doesn't even know who the I don't mean a threesome. I mean like
No.
actually.
Do I run it by my wife? That's my first question because if I run it by her, it's okay.
Even
She
if
won't
she,
be mad at you.
even if she, okay, so then how about this? Forget marriage, and let's just say you've been dating a person for like a year, whatever, and you guys have established that you're going to be in an open relationship. Cool. So she's doing what she's doing, you're doing what you're doing, and you go and you find this other girl, and y'all are having conversation, having sex, and you're enjoying her company. You ask your girlfriend, your girlfriend, would you mind? She says yes. Y'all get it. What happens then when one person starts liking someone more than the other person?
That's bound to happen.
Yes, like what happens if you start liking this other girl more than you already like your girlfriend?
Because we ain't all communists.
I date strategic. It would have to be something, you would have to do something, like I would like you physically and I'd like parts about you, but you'd have to do something like I can't date you. Like there's a thing that you do is like, nah, I'm good. I don't like that. I would pick something. You can't be perfect to me because then I have someone, I'm going to be, everything looks better when it's new. It's like I got to be with someone who you get me excited sexually, but I don't like the way you chew, and half the time we eat a lot together.
Chew? That would be the one factor
But
that
he
you don't
just
like.
said that they eat a lot.
Yeah, I eat
That's
a lot.
that's a lot.
There's some
Like
things that
that
just like
shit will get you mad.
if you do something a lot, it's like you
Don't
just
eat in front of me.
yeah.
Go
I don't want to be with that.
I don't know. I like my monogamous relationship.
No, I like mine too, but
I like mine
If
too.
I could just
And Trey
not
likes
do
his.
that for a little bit.
I like myself.
But you wouldn't do that with your girlfriend though, because you know that she wouldn't accept doing that, or that's just not something that you would want to do with her.
She wouldn't accept it, and also we're not there yet in time. And I don't think I would romantically be doing stuff. It'd be like I just want to dip my ink in a different bucket for a little bit. But I wouldn't want.
See, but then to me, that just means you need a break from your relationship, and then you need to go
Why
and
does it always
do.
gotta be a break?
Because personally, I just don't like if you're gonna go do like I don't know, like if my boyfriend is not comfortable with me
It's
being
not
with.
really a comfortable thing. You just want something new.
Okay, but if he's not comfortable with me wanting something new while I'm also with him, then
But
that's
then you gotta, when
me
you go into the relationship with the person in the beginning, you're gonna say, listen, I'm gonna want something new at some point. You can't just all of a sudden spring up, hey honey, it's been 2 years, but I'm getting tired of your...
I'm getting tired of your vagina. I need to go get some more.
I need some fresh stuff right off the block.
Like that's
dirty.
I think 4 or 5 years in.
That's
when
still
you're
not
it's a time limit for me. It's like you become comfortable. Nothing.
So then what happens if you don't meet that girl who is comfortable with that? Who will be able to say, you know what, go do what you want to do? Because I definitely would never be able to do that.
Then I will. It's not life or death. I want it, but it's not gonna kill me. I'll go ride a bike or something. I'll go.
So riding a bike equivalates to you dealing with another person.
Like mountain biking, like doing something that just gives me. You can fill up your time with other things. Like I'm not. The only thing is I'm not so one dimensional. It's just like, oh, this is the only way I'm gonna be able to feel this. No, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna go do an activity that gives me a rush. What is having sex with other women? No, I'm probably gonna get to yoga or something.
Like okay, so like
yoga.
the basketball
And then have
player.
sex with a yoga teacher.
The basketball player Lou Williams, he had two girlfriends at one point. I think he's only with one of them now. Lou Williams he's an NBA player.
I would be
And he had
very mad if I was the one
He
that
had
got
two
broken up.
girlfriends at one point, and now he's only with one of them. How do you think that happened? Because of the fact that he probably one of the girls probably felt some type of way because she felt as though he probably was giving the energy to the girl that he's currently
Why do
with.
you worry about that? I had a friend who called me in Texas once, and he was like, "How do you know if like another person, like you're in an open thing with a friend, and like you think they're treating them other with the do you think they're treating the other person better?" And I was like, "Why does that matter to you? Are they treating you nice? Yeah. Why?
And
I mean,
you're
like-
right to want to be respected.
And you're also
I'm not saying
allowed
you're not
to
being
be.
you're not being. Someone else is just getting treated better through your eyes. But
Did you see that? So why don't I be with you if you're going to treat other people better than you treat me?
Why
But I
are you
mean,
looking
like
at
at
other people's plates?
in the other.
What do you mean other people's plate? That's my plate. This is
Listen, you
our.
better not be
This is
playing.
it is.
It's-
It is.
it's-
If this is our three-way relationship.
They're not in a 3-way relationship. She's doing one thing with you. She's doing one thing with them. They're not. They don't all know. You
No,
just know
Lou Williams is in a relationship. Oh, you talking about your friend?
Yeah.
These
Oh,
nails.
I thought you were talking about Lou Williams.
I don't look at other people's plate, dude. Like,
I think
There's
also
nothing to do
like
with
Lou Williams was
It's
in a
not even
relationship
like-
with two
I
other
think it's
girls,
just
and
a
those girls were
human-
also dating each other. They all were dating each other.
oh, then
I think it's just like a human thing. Like you're gonna have your favorite. Like parents have their favorite kid, but they still love them the same.
or like you said, there's like I would go watch horror movies with this
Yeah,
kid.
but my mom still likes my cousin better than me.
Yeah, because you gotta, like you said, it's gonna be like, oh well, I like this kid I can go watch a horror movie with. This kid doesn't like that, but this kid likes gaming. I'm into gaming.
That's
You may
right.
not like them as an overall, but you like them for the certain things that they can do because it clicks with you. If I have 3 kids and one loves skateboarding, one loves freaking dress up, and one loves comedy, love you because I love comedy, love you because you skate. All right, you're not my favorite, but I still love you. I don't like dressing up, but it's
Well,
still,
yeah, it's because it's your kids.
Those are your
But,
kids,
Why
like-
can't you just be like, hey, I really like you as a friend. I like hanging out with you and doing these kind of things. with
yeah,
you.
you have interests that
But
I
then
But why
There's
can't that
one
person
person
just
you
be
have
your
love.
friend? Why can't
That's
that just
what
one
I
person
say.
be your friend? Like,
Why does it all have to be a
why
boyfriend
do
or
you have to
girlfriend?
have a sexual relationship with them? Like, I understand.
You don't
Like,
have to,
You guys
but
are
like it's
wrong.
just fun
so then that's not a polygamous relationship.
okay.
Then that's not a polygamous
wish we
relationship.
brought
If you're
somebody
just
who's
friends with
polyamorous.
somebody, that's not
Yeah, we
brings.
should have brought in a special guest who was actually going to defend
Who
us.
do you know who's in a polygamous relationship?
Gabby's brother.
my
Who's that?
someone I used to.
Oh,
mess
you don't
with.
know.
She's in a polygamous relationship.
Well, she's poly. She doesn't like.
She's polyamorous.
Yeah. I don't know if you have.
So then we were talking about how to be a polyamorous individual. So then that means, like Alex said, that you can love more than one person at a time.
3 is my limit.
I don't think that's
3 is my
And
limit.
it's not always love. Like I think that's like a far end. I don't love my girlfriend. We were together for a while. I like these people. No, not yet. I think about it sometimes, but no. It's not. I don't hate her. I like being with her, but that
Click.
yeah, it's not there yet, and it's because I have my own stuff to work out.
Let's transition then. Threesomes, orgies, group sex, and all that kind of stuff.
But you gotta not be just looking at me. Everyone gotta be doing their own thing, because then I get the gummy worm.
Everyone's not looking
Performer
at you. I'm the only
anxiety.
one that's looking at you.
No, not
No,
now.
I know it's performance.
Oh, you're talking about
anxiety.
during. Oh, because I would lose all my. But I say we're not looking at you.
Yeah, no.
No, I know what you mean.
Done the
No.
group sex thing wasn't that bad.
Oh, you've done it.
Yeah,
Me
tried-
too.
So okay, wait. Can y'all help me understand? Group sex. Does that mean that everyone's passing each other's partners around?
You can.
Is that the same thing with orgies? Or orgies is just y'all are all having
Orgies
sex
are
with
more
one
just like a
person?
numbers count. Like it's just
Yeah.
more people.
It's just after like you get 5-some, you don't want to say 6-some, 7-some, 8-some.
Because like group sex for me was like the 4 people, and then the orgy I didn't get to do that because she wasn't trying to go to the place where I was trying to go.
It was
My
first
ball.
6-way. And then after that 6-way, there was 2 of the people who were in a relationship together. They kept inviting me back over. So I kept doing it with them for a little bit. And then I was
That was
at...
a 3-way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was at a party. It was a sex party. And there was... I had
Gay
probably...
men have all the fun, dude.
I'm
20
telling
partners
you!
in one night.
What? Did you get tested, please?
Yes.
Okay.
Still clean.
Okay.
I'm a smart bit. Biddy. No. I'm not
Biddy.
close enough. And then it's sort of like you get a sexual network from it. So you now have these different people that you still talk to. I think the most interesting case is, so there's
I have social media. This is what you got going on sounds a lot better.
different kind of networking.
You better.
Yeah, social
You better
media.
start. Well, maybe not.
Yeah, I'm not really down for that scene.
No,
Yeah,
it's, well, what's it called? And so I think the most interesting one, which is why I think I can relate most to poly stuff,
Polyamory.
is so I'm talking to this couple. It's a guy and a girl, fiance and well, they're fiancés. They're engaged, and so I went over to their house, and I ended up having sex with the guy, and the woman was there, but she kind of left afterwards or in the middle of it, and I was like, okay.
See you later.
But it's weird because I don't have it's not like I love you relationship. But I'm
With this
very
guy?
good friends with both of them.
Okay.
Like, he's the one who taught me how to change my brakes. Always have sex with a mechanic. It saves you a lot of money.
I ain't know no more.
And also, they're
having
just
sex with
great
mechanics?
people. They're honestly great people, to be honest. But
Mechanics?
yes.
Okay.
They're soft on the inside. Once you find it, you go, oh, you melted. But no. So I think it's interesting because they were both very accepting of it.
Yeah, because
And so I can see
But that's because they probably talked about
Yeah.
it before including you in.
And what's funny is again, within this network, I now am I'm not with, but
involved with.
involved with more often with one guy who's involved with the fiance woman of that relationship. And it's a spider web.
So it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
That's kind of what I'm talking about. You get to an age of just one comfortability within yourself, and just we've been together for so long. It's like it's just something we're just doing.
It's not.
But
even
it's not like they're in relationships with me and the other
No,
guy.
that's what I'm saying.
But it's just
Having
we're
sex.
open to it.
But see, like
And that's
it's,
I'm okay with.
it's not even
that
the.
group of friends who, when they all get drunk, start making out and banging each
It's
other.
not even the fact of me not being comfortable with myself to do that. I'm just in a relationship where I just would rather just have sex with that person. Now,
You love who
if
you're with.
if we weren't together, maybe then I don't. If we weren't together,
work it in
I
something.
wouldn't
We would not be
have.
together.
You could work it in.
I couldn't be with him if I were to do something like that because I could. I could if I wanted to. I could. Like, this is what I always say. If you want to have sex with if you want to have a threesome and you are asking me to have sex with a girl, then that means you need to be comfortable enough to have sex with me and another guy. That's how I feel.
get that.
And once we get to that point, then we can talk about it, and then we can, further discuss. But if you're not willing to do that for me, then I'm not willing to do that for you.
I'm not actually trying to have someone bang my girlfriend.
Okay, so then why would I be comfortable with watching my man bang another girl?
No, I don't want you to watch that either. I mean, my idea of like a open relationship would be you do your thing. Don't tell me. Please be tested, but don't tell me.
I don't want to see know what's going on, but I don't want to know what you're doing the whole time.
No.
Like, listen. Oh, you're gonna go with this person tonight. Okay, great. Just be safe. Don't tell me what they did.
Wear a condom.
Yeah, just be
safe. And get checked right after.
I trust you enough to know that you would never do.
In a group chat.
Yeah,
tell you about that.
I lost my train of thought. I heard that. Yeah, just be honest with me and yourself, and don't do anything crazy.
Yeah. So 3 ways. I don't know. Like you said, okay. So for instance, Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert, Iman Shumpert, they have threesomes very occasionally. And that is obviously, and she definitely says it, like they'll be out in the club and she'll see a nice looking girl and I guess she'll talk to him and be like, yo, you want to bring him back?
I'm sorry, that was very occasionally?
Very often. That's what I meant.
There we go.
Very often. Yeah, so she'll see somebody in a club and she'll be like, oh yeah, like she looks good. Do you want to, bring her back to the crib and they'll have sex. But that's what they've established within their relationship. They know that this girl ain't nobody special. Like she ain't gonna be hanging around with us just on the fly. Like you coming here to have sex and that's it. And
my
you go
boy
home.
said that about him and his girl. And I thought that was the most cutest thing because I guess his girlfriend got mad at him because I can't put out their business, but something happened in the process of like trying to build a threesome, and he was like, "No, you my girl. If we had sex, it's like we had sex with you. We used you. You the person who got used and thrown out." And I was like, "Oh my god, that's actually pretty cute."
You're something special.
You know what? It's cute on the outside. See, because
it's cute when you got the person getting thrown out.
Yeah, well,
that ain't for you,
that.
though. But
Yeah.
like I said, that ain't for you. This is between me and my boo. Like we had sex with you.
But see, like
go.
See now, I wouldn't be comfortable with
Uber's cheapest at 3 in the morning. Thanks to Elisha.
Lock my door.
I wouldn't.
Use the promo code.
I wouldn't be comfortable with having a threesome with him. Not yet in our relationship. But if I wasn't in a relationship and a couple were to ask me to be in a 3-way with them, I would do it.
I feel so honored. I feel so.
I'm like, you're not of me.
No, yes. I'm like,
wait, hold on. Y'all think I'm that cute?
Both like me? Wow. Okay, I'm there.
When gay guys give me compliments, first off, I'm not listen, it's a compliment. Like I've had gay guys like, no, I'd have sex with you.
Straight men need to take notes.
You're an attractive man.
Thank you. When I hear that, it's like, first of all, women want me and some guys want me. Oh, let me
y'all be some simple-minded straight men.
There's a guy at my job, we joke flirt, like in front of my girlfriend, because I went to his wedding and really good friends.
Was it the one that got you interviewed?
Yeah. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with it. And I asked him, like, there's nothing wrong with what he says. We're friends. There's obviously no touching. I touch his side sometimes. But there's nothing wrong with it. And I feel like when guys like, that's gay. Like, I'm not gay.
No homo, bro.
Men need to stop being afraid of being intimate with other men. Like, not intimate to the point of, you're making out with them, but there's nothing wrong with touching another guy.
Be like, yo, what's up?
There's nothing wrong with
what's up?
Like,
stop.
Y'all be trying to.
Did no one else see her do that?
No.
She goes, yo, what's up, bro?
Oh.
Oh yeah, nah, this ain't that. I see what this is about. I've had some thoughts. I changed in front of you. You know what? I'm gonna chill.
I'm gonna stop doing that. But yeah, I feel like I'd rather be the one that's being disposed of, so that I don't have to worry about that conversation after where they're like, oh well, did you like her sex better than mine? Like that's super.
You will like my sex better than theirs. They just know you better.
No, because it's a different type of sex though with both of them.
All right, so we took it to the polls and we asked some questions. Can somebody let me borrow their phone really quickly? You can go to our Birds and the Bees page at Birds and the Bees 1. That is Birds and the Bees 1. Where we ask questions and we Dude,
If
I wasn't dead.
I don't think anyone's
What?
asking questions.
Took it to the polls.
Alrighty, so we took it
We
to
had
the
an old Instagram live, but then we lost it.
Which relationship would you choose to be in? And 100% people said a monogamous relationship.
They want mono. Just kidding.
I actually got mono in high school.
I know a dirty girl in my high
Okay.
school who got it.
The next question
Don't
was,
say her
would you ever partake in an orgy? 42% said yes,
Yes.
and 58% said no.
That's pretty down the middle though. That's a good
Yeah.
ratio.
That's a good.
Are you currently in a monogamous relationship? 40% said yes, and 60%
Well,
said
some of
no.
them could be single.
Is sex better with 2 people or more? 89% said 2, and only 11% said the more the merrier.
Hey, I like all of them. I like either both.
Do you
Yeah.
think polygamy
Everyone
is going
does
to
like their own
be?
thing.
Do you think polygamy is going to be a normal form of relationship in the near future? 55%
Nah.
of people said yes, and 45% of people said no.
Instagram's gonna start messing up.
So, how do you feel about three-way relationships? Someone said, I can't do that because there will always be someone getting more attention on purpose.
Why do you care? That is such the weird thing that you would focus on what other like not how you feel.
I don't want to be left out.
I don't mean
Yeah, I don't want to be the ugly
But
duckling
what
in
if
a
you don't
relationship.
know?
That's like
you find out.
Like I personally feel like in a friendship when there's
Be
three
like,
friends,
You know their
there
business
are
but
two
not me.
friends that are going to be closer than the other. And I feel like when you're in that friendship group, you feel ostracized because you know that those people like each other more in
Maybe
that
they click over
triple
something.
friendship.
In my friend group, there's like 8 of us in the group chat.
That's even. That's
No,
an even number.
Not even, because they all talk about basketball, they all talk about Division 2, they all talk about PS4, and they literally call me.
PS4
Yeah.
nasty.
Exactly. But does that take away, like, but we all have our individual things when we talk. It just bounces from, okay, you guys are on these things, like, they literally all have iPhones, all PS4, all play the same games, all the things they
So you're telling me you don't feel left out?
No, I am my own person. They don't knock on whatever I do. They know it's not what they're into as much.
I gotta come.
That's
from
so
you did over
healthy.
there with your phone.
I'm
You're
coming for who
such
I
a
am.
healthy. You got like a vegan personality. It's just so healthy.
I am who I
Because
am.
me can't do it.
What is monogamy? When you're with one person and married to one person. What is polygamy? Having more than one husband or wife at a time.
What?
How do you feel about a three-way relationship? Not against it, but I wouldn't practice it. What would you do if your partner asked to add another person in? Someone said, you got the wrong one. What is monogamy? Being involved with one person at a time. 1, being committed to one person. What is polygamy? Being involved with more than one person at a time, more than one partner with consent through all parties, having multiple wives. How do you feel about three relationships? They're cool, not for me. Weird as hell. Sex and emotions are sometimes separated. Sometimes you need one for each. So you need one person for sex and one person for emotions. It's not for everyone, but they're commonly misunderstood. To each his own. If it works for y'all, then do y'all. For the birds, someone said. That I could never do. What would you do if your partner asked to add another person in? Someone said, be offended. Another person said, I'm down, only a girl. And she has to be a girly girl like me. Only because I like girls a little.
You gotta, you know what, do your thing. I don't even want them in our relationship. Do your thing. I get it. I'm not enough. That's cool. Do your thing. Not enough. Do your thing.
But that wouldn't hinder your,
No,
maybe
don't tell me.
What would you do if your partner asked to add another person and someone said politely tell him no thanks? If he pushes the issue, curse him the
Yeah.
How do you feel about three relationships? Was in a few and it was my strongest relationship.
Finally, want to go.
I'm stingy. No.
Oh, alright.
What would you do if your partner asked to add another person in? I'd feel insulted. Someone said it's a no, should have said it from the beginning. I'm down. I'll slap him. No.
Get slapped back.
Leave him and let him fill out his fantasies with these whores.
These. What's the
Why we
word?
gotta
What's
slut
the
shame?
word?
Like, why we gotta slut shame?
No, there's an old word that.
Hussies?
Broads.
No, it's even older.
Scallywag?
Something like that.
Floozies.
No, it wasn't floozy.
That question makes me feel
Those
as if
penniless whore.
That question makes me feel as if I'm not providing something and for them, and that's scary.
Yeah.
I would get salty, make some boundaries or suggestions.
Wrench.
I would ask them.
That's the word I was looking for.
Wrench?
Wrench?
I would ask them why and how they feel it would enhance our relationship. Depends on who. He ain't dumb. This the best in the world. Another 4, huh?
Because maybe it's not the best head in the world.
No, I didn't say that. Not allow it and tell him to be with that damn person he wants to add.
Why you guys get so angry? Why can't it just be like
It's kind of hurtful.
It is a little bit.
Because if you started it from the beginning, that's a different story.
So, like, you would get mad if somebody was like, hey, babe, like, we've been together for a minute. Let's try a threesome. Like, I feel like that's fine.
A threesome is fine,
it's
but
different
in
from
a
saying,
sense
can I
of
add another person?
in our relationship, like, we've been together for 5 years, and now all of a sudden you want to add somebody else in. I thought what we had was going good.
Yeah, like,
Now-
am I doing something wrong?
Now you added somebody in here makes me feel like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing as a
But
girlfriend.
why could you not ask?
Ask what?
And
Can you not ask me that question? No, don't ask me that question.
But
You know
know
the
the damn
answer.
No.
You
but
know the answer.
Don't you want to know where this is stemming from? Rather than cutting it right then and there from where it could be?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
so
I'm
be
gonna
like-
cut it off right there. I'm gonna say no, and then I'm gonna say what?
Yeah,
Why?
what's not
Why
enough?
were you? Yeah.
Well,
what am
why-
I not doing that makes you want to add another person in this
But isn't
relationship?
that defensive listening? Because you've already given him an answer, so it's like, why would I tell you anyway?
Because now I want to know.
Because you brought it up, now you're going to get beat up if you don't tell me.
But you already said no.
Yeah, but now I want to know, what am I doing wrong now? All right, if you
Yeah, that
if you
is
ain't
not
give me an
the
answer then at that
But you
point,
have
then you
to
can leave.
If you want to ask the question, you have to ask it before the answer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You can't be like, yo, you want to go to McDonald's? No, but what you want from McDonald's?
No, that's so
No, but
different.
why do you
It's-
want McDonald's?
Yeah, why do you want? Does it really
No,
matter
why
at
do
this
you
point?
want
You're not.
McDonald's?
No, because if you then don't
Then why
tell me the
am I
reason
going to tell you? Because it's just like you already told me no. I already got.
Because
the
I want to
answer.
know what the
Or
deal
it's
is
like,
I'm doing
you want to
wrong.
go to SCAD? No. But why don't you go to SCAD? Like, it's like, but you just said no, so like, why would
Why
I
do
ask you?
I shut down.
Stick up for
Literally.
your reasons.
So you're telling me that if you're asking somebody a question and they tell you no, you're not gonna ask them why they said no?
No. You're entitled to your own your opinion, your choice. I used to go up to my friends anytime I ask them, yo man, can I do this? You can say no, that's cool. And I don't even ask you why. And people will tell me like, no, because I was like, you don't gotta tell me.
Well, it's a different kind of question though. That question is, can you bring someone into this relationship? Is a
Because
big
thinking
question.
about it, if that person does that and that person just says no and I don't ask why, now that's hanging over my head.
Why can't you ask why first?
Because no,
you know the answer
I know the
already.
answer already.
Hey, listen,
No.
I know-
You're hindering
Okay, listen.
what's.
But then it's like, then they're like, okay, but why am I telling you if you said no? Like,
Because I
there's
want to
nothing talk
know.
about.
Because now I want to know why you thought
But
you
you
could ask
already
that damn
said
question.
no. I don't even care about to tell you.
Then why would you ask that
Then
question?
why we in this relationship? You don't care to
Yeah.
tell me.
Because you already said no. And
Because
it's
you
like-
asked a stupid question.
Is it stupid though?
That is a stupid question, especially if you know
So
your
by
partner.
that logic, I
It's
shouldn't ask you
all-
things that I think is are stupid.
It's all about knowing your partner. Like we've been saying.
I thought I
this
knew
entire
you.
time.
Obviously, I don't.
But like,
But
you don't
my
ask-
partner wouldn't come up to me
But
and
like-
say, "Can I add another person into
But
the
you don't
relationship?"
ask-
He knows me.
You don't ask risky questions just to see what the results would be.
Oh.
Like, for example, if he was like, babe, I think I'm gonna get your name tatted on me.
That's not a risky.
And then it was like, that is a risky
I'd be
question.
like,
You want to get a whole name tattoo?
Yes. Would you like to go get matching name tattoos?
No.
That's what I would say.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're a lover. Yeah, no.
I'm a super lover, so
You're like,
I give him my all
Don't give me
110.
This
You're
one
like, yeah, right here.
No, the tattoo I'm getting, I ain't getting no names.
No,
I'm not getting no.
I don't even
names.
get my mom's name.
We're gonna get matching tattoos, and it don't have to be our name, but we're gonna get matching.
That's
tattoos
fine.
because that's my
But if
best
it's,
friend.
as long as
That's
it's
my
not
best
your
friend.
name.
Period.
I want to see if he's gonna get the gym look.
He know, right,
Good
Jay?
luck.
I can't even hear you.
Yes, you can. If
Nah,
you
right.
you can obviously hear me if you're responding. Anyway, this is going
He
on
ran
long
away.
enough. The battery's about to die. The battery's about to die. We all need to go to class. So we're gonna end this right here. Thanks for watching our episode on monogamy and polygamy. We obviously went very off track at some points, but that's okay.
That's
That's
good
what we
parts.
do. It's not just, we always say this, Birds and the Beast ain't just about sex,
It's
y'all.
about life.
It's about life,
Grown life.
growth, and other things. So
Philly cheesesteaks.
make sure you follow us at Birds
Do
and
you
the
know whole place
Bees.
in Menlo Park Mall?
Make sure you follow us at Birds and the Bees 1. That's Birds and the Bees 1. Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. It's 1.
One.
And we're going to see y'all next week. My name is Ashley Neal.
Trey Perillo.
Alex Riley.
Still Batman.
See you next week.
Come on, let's talk about